last day of the season in Alabama. It's been really slow lately, but I have managed to find a gobbler right down in here where I started the season off. Right off this big chufa field, and ironically, he's right in the same spot he was pretty much at the beginning of the season. And I think this might be the gobbler. Maybe another gobbler moved in, or it could be the gobbler that I missed the day I broke my bow. It's the same area. But I came into this chufa field, I had to work this morning, and I yelped off in the bushes at the edge, trying to get him to gobble, or get a turkey to gobble. There ain't nothing gobbled in here. And about since the day after I missed that turkey, it's the last gobble I've heard from in here. And that was 3 weeks ago, probably. And then this morning, walked out of the chufa field after yelping from the bushes and let out a big loud yelp. And he gobbled right down here. It almost sounded like him, and something else followed. Maybe the jakes that run with him might have gobbled too. But it was one good hard gobble. And never did gobble again. And I moved down in here and just set up. I said, they're about done, so I didn't expect them to gobble anymore. And yelped a little bit, and I made a hard call on the slate, and he gobbled right out there. He ain't far. He ain't 100 yards. And he gobbled at my diaphragm since. And I've probably been more aggressive than I need to be with him, but I don't know what to do with him. He just ain't gobbling on his own. But he's out there, and I'm close to him, so I'm going to just sit here a while and see what happens. Alright, I ain't feeling real good about this setup. It's a setup I made last year without success. It's just not a perfect situation. He's down in there where he wants to be. And the thing about it is, I'm hearing another turkey gobble way to my west. It sounds like a better turkey to get a good setup on. I know the wood's down in there. He's a long ways. I just don't know how far. But I may pull out on this one. One of the reasons my dad can come back in here this evening and set up on this turkey and have a good hunt, knowing he's in here. That other turkey, I don't think he can hunt him. So I think I'm going to pull out and leave this one and go try to get that one over there fired up. Well, I'm working my way back in to that first place I was at this morning. I went around to that turkey I heard a long ways off, and I wasn't able to get him to gobble. Wasn't able to get another location on him. So rather than just guess, I decided to come back to where I know this first turkey is. And I'm working my way around the backside of him. And I'm going to see if he's been walking a road that leads into that backside, and maybe coming out into this clear cut where there's dewberries and stuff for him to eat. I run into my dad. He said he hunted that big chufa field yesterday evening, and he saw 4 jakes go into that offset. So he thinks turkey I heard is a jake. I've just never heard a jake with that good of a gobble. But he did say one of them jakes was a little bigger than the rest. So I guess that's a possibility. But kind of makes me wonder. I'm in this area where I wounded that one when I broke my recurve. I got my backup recurve with me now. I'm wondering if maybe one of those blades might have deployed when it hit the feathers and cut his beard off. And that's what Dad thought he was a jake. But anyway, I'll be in here looking for tracks here in the next. I'm getting real close to that offset. I better be quiet. Alright, there was no tracks coming in from the back side. I've worked my way in to about 80 yards where he was gobbling. It's real thick out there. I'm fixing to get my slate out and give him a call to see if he'll give me a shot gobble. Or one of the hens or jakes that was with him will gobble back, or yelp back. You know, if I don't get him today, I got a plan for next year. This is real thick out here where he likes to stay. I'm gonna get my chainsaw and I'm gonna fix him a strutting zone out in there. And this might be continued all the way to next year at the beginning of the season, or sometimes during season. I'm gonna kill something in that place I create out there in those pines. Those pines have a lot of sweet gums up under them. It's real thick. My intention is to make it not so thick in one area out there where he'll feel comfortable to strut. And the jakes that's with him too. They'll be 2-year-olds next year. I'm gonna give him a call. They may be out there in the Chufa field. He didn't respond. I think I'll just pull back. My dad gonna come back in here this evening and hunt. I don't want to bugger him up. Well, my little loop around didn't prove too productive. I was able to see a hen out there where they were this morning. I think she was coming to my call and then she saw me. So they're still right there. And I'm gonna make one more loop around and go in to the Chufa field the way I've been going into it all season, from that top side, look down on it and see if I see anything to hunt. Maybe make another call, see if I can get one to gobble. And if I don't, when I turn around, my Alabama season will be over. And as sad as it always is, but the second it's over, I'm gonna start preparing for next year. Like I said, I'm gonna come back in that hole where them turkeys are at right now, and I'm gonna fix me a place to kill in there. It's too thick the way it is. It's just way too thick the way it is. And I'm gonna get in there with the chainsaw and I'm gonna saw everything down real low. Maybe get me some type of poison that don't kill the pines but kill some hardwood and spray the stumps with it. And clean it up real good. I won't have to clean up a big area in there to make a strut zone. Probably 30 yards by 30 yards will be plenty. But it's been a fun season. Alabama yielded one more turkey than my goal and what I expected it to. Because in the beginning of the season it was looking pretty poor. I didn't really have a turkey even to hunt right to begin with. Just this one turkey down here at this Chufa field. And then in the middle of the season, hit a little flurry of activity, and I killed 3 real quick, and then I started missing, and ended up with 4 in Alabama, and then Georgia was just off the charts outstanding. It turned into a place that a piece of public land turned into a place in my mind as a go-to every year place. And I'd only been to it twice before, and probably the first time I went there was probably 10, 12, 14 years ago. I went back there. I got skunked both times, but I was going late. I was going in May, in the last part of May, right at the end of their season. And both times it was hot. Temperatures hitting 90 degrees, and I still was able to have a big gobbler coming in on a string. And it was close to killing as I could. I'm fixing to get out in the sun, so I'm gonna cut this camera off and loop around and show you this field. It's growed up from where it was in the beginning of the season. And I can look back at some of that footage and look back at some of the memories of the season. But I still got Tennessee. I'm going to Tennessee, and who knows what might happen if they fool around and open Nebraska up. I may go back. I doubt they're going to do that. Still looking at maybe a trip to Wisconsin. Slight possibility. Their season don't go out till I think the 26th. And I may buy an archery license and go up there. But anyway, let's go look at this field. Well, they're not back out in the Chufa field. They're still off in that offset down there where they were this morning. They hadn't come out of there. They like it in there. We burned it a couple of years ago, and I guess there's young and tender stuff coming up in there. So anyway, my dad will have to handle them this evening. That's when I turn around. Preparation for next year will begin. I'm not even gonna call. I need to get home and get in bed. I'm working nights. And anyway, in Alabama, it's over for me. And I'll go to Tennessee in a couple of days. Well, like I said, I've enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'll be seeing y'all hopefully in Tennessee in a couple of days. The hill, and he was gonna skirt and go across.
It's pushing 20 yards shot.